If I'm uploading this file, you can see the property here. While uploading, previously I asked you to just upload the file, but right now you can click on the property. The first thing you will see is the storage class. If I want to put that file directly in Deep Glacier, I can do that. You can select any of the class, OneZone, and just save it, upload. So now I have uploaded that file directly in S3 OneZone InfyQuant Access. So when you can change or select the class while uploading the file, you can select or select whatever the class you want. Or after uploading also you can change the category. You can change the class of your S3 object. So this is my bucket. You can see there are few videos are there. All the things which I kept in demo in our Google Drive. All the documents are kept here also. And I have kept them in S3 InfyQuant Access. So compared to standard, I'm getting less charge. I'm not using this file that frequently, but whenever I required, I can click and I will get the file. But if you have uploaded the file in Glacier, let's upload a file in Glacier. Okay, go here, click on Deep Glacier and save. Now, if I want to, you can see the file is in Deep Glacier. This is the file in Deep Glacier. If I click here, you can see the comment from Amazon. This object is stored in Deep Glacier. In order to access, it must first be restored. So I can't download the file. There is no option of downloading. You can see the download option is blurred out, is disabled here. But in any other files, I can immediately download the file. You can see you can download the file. But putting the data into Glacier or Deep Glacier, you can't download the file. You can't open also right now, and no file will be opening, but these two options are blurred out or disabled because you have to first initiate the file. You have to bring the file or you have to make the file available to download or to open. Check the price of any of AWS service, any of the AWS service. I'm not talking about S3. You just have to write the service name and price in Google. It will show you directly. So IAM feature in AWS has no additional charges. IAM is free. I told you. You are just creating the users. But in S3, what are the charges? Again, the charge depend on the region in which you are putting your data. If you're putting your data in Mumbai, right now it is in Virginia. Let's select Virginia. So this is a charge. If you're putting your data into S3 standard, then first 50 TB will be charged $0.0023 per gigabyte. If you are storing in intelligent tiering, so you can see the charges here. Let's say go to InfyQuant Access 0.012325. You can compare with the standard. This is the standard. For InfyQuant Access, the rate has gone half, almost half. Putting the data into InfyQuant Access as compared to standard, the rate has gone nearly half for Virginia region. OK. OneZone InfyQuant Access from 0.0125, it has gone to 0.01. To Glacier and Deep Glacier, $0.004 per gigabyte. For Deep Glacier, you can see the charge. Let me check for the amount per dollar per gigabyte. OK, less than a rupees per gigabyte.